How do you deal with your negative emotions? Most spiritual traditions have a pretty old-fashioned, and let's be honest, backward way to deal with fear, anger, sorrow, and worries. With one exception, according to Taoists, your negative emotions can be the fuel for healing and even deep blissful meditation. Want to know how? Let me give you 5 surprising ways Taoists deal with emotions with the art called inner alchemy and turn all that emotional negativity into pure gold. You will be more happy, more healthy, and Taoists even believe that inner alchemy will give you immortality. And you can do a free inner smile meditation with the link below to get your inner alchemy on the road. So let's get to it. Hi, I'm Alex, the Dutch Taoist, and I'm here to help you find more love, happiness, and success in the most relaxed and natural way possible, which is what Taoism is all about. So a long time ago, alchemy was the art where scientists tried to turn base metals like lead, physical lead, into gold. And it took centuries for people to understand that it's not a real thing. It doesn't work. But Taoists discovered that you could use alchemy with the energies inside your own body. And the result is happiness, health, compassion, and even what they call the elixir of life, which could give you immortality. And modern psychologists could learn a lot from Taoists, because how do we deal with negative emotions? It's a question that psychologists have surprisingly ineffective answers to. And most spiritual traditions have no clue how to deal with our fears and anger. Basically, if you follow any of these traditions or therapies, it all comes down to 4 things. Understanding your emotions by analyzing them and thinking about them, and then of course talking about them a lot, for a lot of money, for years and years and years. And still you have your anger and sadness and worries. How's that possible? And to make it even worse, there are still therapists using the old method of letting it all out. Just hit the pillow.
There's your fucking pillow.
And most spiritual traditions see negative emotions as something, well, negative, right? And what they do is try to focus on love and light. And these spiritual traditions give us these role models of saints who would only feel love and never any human emotion. And they basically just neglect or suppress your negativity, which is what a lot of people still do with positive thinking. So how do Taoists deal with this? Taoists know that the universe is made of light and dark, yin and yang, but these are not opposite forces like many people think. The yin doesn't need to win from the yang or suppress the yang. Yin and yang need each other because they complement each other.
You complete me.
So for Taoists, any emotion is just energy, qi. And all that qi is inside your body. Because look at the way we normally deal with emotions. What do these things have in common? It's all in your head. Well, except the pillow shooting thing, that was a gun. But the Taoist inner alchemy starts not in your head, but in your body. And it's so much more effective because an emotion is a physical reaction to a thought. You feel love, you feel it in your heart. You feel fear, you might feel a knot in your stomach, your heart starts racing, and you start to sweat, right? And that's just because you had a thought. Now, if the emotion is positive, we let it flow through our body in a very natural way. But we don't like to have negative emotions. So what we do as human beings, we basically resist feeling it. And that means the emotion cannot flow through your body and it gets stuck. Now, Taoists have discovered that specific emotions are linked to specific organs, or I should say organ systems, because any organ is part of a bigger system. So, like I said, love, joy, compassion is in the heart. But so are some kinds of negative emotions like hastiness and aggression. The same goes for the liver and gallbladder. You store anger in your liver and gallbladder if you don't process the anger. And I experienced that myself when after my divorce I had some severe gallstone attacks and all the anger from my marriage came out. And I even had to call an ambulance and they gave me a shot. But the next night when the attack started again, I started doing a very simple Taoist technique and the anger disappeared. And so did the attacks. It was really surprising. So that's the liver and the gallbladder, anger, and worries in your stomach. I have no stomach for this, right? Means I can't digest this. And sadness in your lungs and deep fear and depression are stored in your kidneys. And those are just the negative emotions because we also have positive emotions in all these organ systems. Now the beautiful thing about it is that the positive emotions are your natural state of being. So if you remove the stress chi from the 5 organs, and it's very easy to do, then your natural state will just emerge. And that's why Taoists, they don't need any positive thinking or spiritual role models who suppress their negativity.
Always look on the bright side of life.
So we have 5 organ systems in our body connected to the 5 elements and 5 kinds of emotions, both positive and negative. And it's a very direct and effective way to deal with emotions as energy. Not through complicated thought processes, but directly through the body. The body doesn't lie. It is who you are right now. It's so simple and it's just beautiful. Now, if you have a lot of stress or negativity, it just means your vital forces are not in harmony. But if they are, you can use those energies for your health and deep meditation. So, how does inner alchemy work? First, you want to unblock the negative emotions in your organs. So, when your energy is stuck, we first want to make it move again freely, because Qi loves to move. Secondly, any negative energy that's left, you just remove it with a simple meditation like the healing sounds. You just blow it out. And when you've done that, your positive emotions emerge naturally, your natural state. And that's why the inner alchemy really kicks in. So the body now is more in harmony and positive, and you will have a lot more energy because of this. And this can already heal a lot of illnesses, like with my gallstones. Just removing that anger. Now I still had to deal with the stones, which I use herbs for, but the cause of the blockages was gone. So now that you have these energies flowing freely through your body, you can fuse those energy to feel even more harmony. And it's like merging all these emotions in a cauldron, and what comes out is pure gold. It's the feeling of compassion and deep peace is what that feels like. It's beautiful. And that's why I do it every day. And then you can go even further than that. And that's the higher state of alchemy, where you distill the 5 elements into 2 more subtle elements, which we call primal water and primal fire. And if you merge those 2 in a process called Kananli, which means water and fire, you create something called Yuan Qi, primordial energy. And basically it's a feeling of deep, harmonious love. It's love. And Taoists believe that you are created with that energy of Yuan Qi, or love. How beautiful is that? And it's a very simple body-based system where you shut off your complicated thoughts and basically just tune into your body and organs. And if you want a taste of this kind of meditation, then click the link below to do the English or Dutch version of a very easy meditation called the Inner Smile. You don't have to give your email address or anything. Please like and subscribe if you want more videos like this.